Today is 797 daily Amshir lessons to learn. I'm learning how to support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about goals. I found that it's easy to speak about goals. A lot of times people say, oh, you create a goal, you create a dream, you create a vision, and that's it. But goals are much, much, much more complicated than that. And because we do not create proper goals, we are not moving forward. I think that a lot of times there's a misconception about goals. People start seeing goals as a huge, audacious dream that you have for yourself. But goals is much more than that. And I think that today we'll cover what kind of goals we need to set to make sure that we're able to achieve the most out of every single goal that we set. The most important part that we need to understand is that when we create a goal, every single goal has secondary goals and third goals. So it means that one goal must have multiple goals in that goal. What I mean by that? So that means we need to have a short-term goal, we need to have mid-term goal, and we need to have long-term goal. And there's a little bit more difference between how we're able to choose the goals. Because we need to choose first the long-term goal or short-term goal. Because I know that some people prefer to have that 10x long, audacious vision goal, and some people want to start small, to start rolling. So let's look into how you potentially could create goals and make sure that you can maximize what you get. So let's first start from approach when you look into that long-term vision. So when you think about long-term vision, we need to understand that we need to make sure that we're able to create something sustainable. So the goal is just another goal. So it means we need to look into how that goal will be in all your life. Because people create goals, people create routines, people create a lot of things that doesn't fit in their goals, doesn't fit in their environment, it doesn't fit who they are. So of course, when you have the goal, ask how this will represent in all aspects of my life. Second part is really understand how you will be able to achieve that and what kind of lifelong habits you will have in place to achieve the goal and keep having that goal. Lifelong habits. So that means that when you think about long-term vision goals, we need to understand that when we something pursuing, we need to be able to say that I am able to do this for infinity. I'm able to do this for infinity. That's why people a lot of times get burned out, because they're working so hard for the short-term goal and they're thinking that it's a long-term goal, because short-term goal activities could change because of long-term and short-term, because of the intensity that people put. So for long-term vision, a lot of times we need to understand that we will need to learn lifelong habits that you're able to do for infinity. And the most important part is that long-term goals, long-term goals are overall big picture. Overall big picture. Sometimes you don't have designed, great plan how to achieve it, because you need to have that long-term vision that you potentially do not know how to achieve that yet. Because other goals are for that. So let's go back a little bit and let's start looking to mid-term goals. And mid-term goals is that when you look into mid-term goals, we need to understand that there is some kind of consolidated changes. So that consolidated changes. So that means when we have a goal, what kind of changes, improvements we're able to see in the next year or two. That means that we need to see what kind of progress specific we are looking for that will lead to that long-term goal. Number two is lifetime adjustments. So when we think about that long-term goals, we need to understand that we will need to do that infinity. While mid-term goals, we still looking for those infinity habits. So that means when we're thinking mid-term goals, we're able to start adjusting our lifestyle to make sure that we're able to move towards that infinity. Because of course, we'll need you to start and fail a lot of different habits and different lifestyles to be able to hit that infinity habits. But first, we need to understand that we need to start making adjustments, lifestyle adjustments. And that's the midterm part. And the third one from the midterm goals, we need to understand that we need to really have those milestones. So really You need to celebrate milestones, because every single time when you have those wins, milestones, you're able to say, oh, like I'm moving forward. I have those steps coming in. That means that you're able to celebrate small wins, you're able to celebrate the milestones, and really adjust, move forward, and really move towards the long-term goals. And the last one is short-term goals. So what is the difference between short-term, mid-term, and long-term? So short-term goals is all about immediate goals, immediate objectives. Immediate objectives, that means that when we start doing something, we need to get some kind of immediate goals, immediate results, immediate and tangible changes. That means that, but because that's a huge massive change between like long-term goals and short-term goals. Now, when someone is in a bad station, someone is struggling, having that long-term 10x audacious goal could not be the best option, because that person needs immediate results and he needs increases energy. So setting short-term goals is much more important for that person. Now, a person who feels very comfortable, has a very comfortable lifestyle, everything is in place. At that moment, you need to have a massive audacious goal that you can pursue something meaningful. So you can choose and ask, like, where are you at? Are you like struggling at the moment? Do you have an emotional state where you're able to pursue something audacious, or is you will prefer really start small and have that immediate short-term goals? And of course, sometimes to be able to have those immediate results, immediate goals, immediate objectives, have some tangible changes, increase the energy, and when you do that, what you're able to do, then okay, that's great. Midterm goals. Let's take that long-term goals, because every life needs to have all three. You need to have immediate results. You need to have lifestyle adjustments, and then of course overall well-being of a person. And when you have those three, then of course you're able to maximize results of any kind of goal. Because I have seen so many times, including myself, create a massive goal, but when I look into like what kind of goals will be for the midterm and short term, I used to be a person who struggles to really create something meaningful that I could execute immediately and get immediate results. Because if you do not get immediate results, sometimes people quit on that long-term vision goal whatsoever, because they never put themselves into the position to succeed whatsoever. So when thinking about really midterm, short-term, and long-term goals, we need to understand that we need to design all three. And there's different things we need to create for health, what you will have for the short-term, mid-term, and long-term. That means what kind of exercises, what kind of habits, what kind of lifestyle, what kind of overall well-being. It could be finances as well. There is a lot of different things that we need to for finances, for relationships, for everything what we do, we need to have short-term, mid-term, and long-term goal. So I think that when you look into your goals, when you look into your life, look into all the areas of your life, and do you have short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals that you really could say that I am maximizing my success? So I hope you just win, and see you tomorrow.